Viewer discretion is advised.
Ezekiel Todd finally got his hands on the latest tech, the Oculus goggles, which allowed him to see things that normal people couldn't. After working for 3 long, uneventful years at the Foundation as a security guard, his career finally reached a turning point when he walked into the pantry with the goggles on and saw Dr. Nicholas Kant and Dr. Helen Dre standing close to each other, unaware of a middle-aged winged man holding a bow with the arrow drawn in their direction. Ezekiel immediately pulled out his pistol. "Freeze! Put down your weapon!" Whoa, what's going on? We're just sharing notes here." Both researchers were shocked and confused, and so was the winged man. He began to speak in a language that sounded like gibberish to Ezekiel. "Drop the weapon and lay on the floor now." "We don't have any weapons. Hold on, what did we do wrong?" "Last chance, Birdie. I'm not asking nicely." The winged man spoke again and raised his bow once again. Ezekiel opened fire in a fit of panic. "Hello everybody, I'm TheRubber. Today we bring you SCP Foundation THAUMIEL Class Object SCP-6069. SCP-6069, also known as Cupid's Angels, consists of 3 components. SCP-6069-A is the corpse of an entity resembling a human male in its early 30s, with 2 red wings protruding from its back, measuring 1 meter in height and having a wingspan of 2.5 meters. It is dressed in a purple medieval-style tunic and is adorned with a crown constructed from pure gold. SCP-6069-B is a modified sniper rifle colored in shades of light pink, dark red, and royal purple. Artistic engravings of roses are present on the main body of the rifle, and the holes of the muzzle and trigger guard are shaped in the style of cartoon heart. A bow is wrapped around the stock. Previously, 6069-B had taken the form of a wooden recurved bow accompanied by a quiver of arrows with heart-shaped tips before morphing into its current form. It can only be operated by 6069-C. SCP-6069-C is former Foundation security guard Ezekiel Todd. It possesses the same wing structure as 6069-A, but has demonstrated limited proficiency in flying due to lack of experience. When wielding 6069-B, 6069-C will not be perceived by any humans that are not associated with the Foundation. When he uses 6069-B to fire at 2 or more sentient beings, said beings will form romantic attachments towards each other, leading to the formation of intimate relationships if left uninterrupted. SCP-6069-C is innately able to sense when and where its presence is required to initiate the bonding process. Days later, after the event in the pantry, Ezekiel Todd was summoned to an emergency meeting with Agent Donovan and Site Director McInnes. "So you emptied the entire magazine at the Cupid's Angel? What the hell was I supposed to do? The thing has a bow, a lethal weapon, mind you, and he was ready to shoot. He was talking mad gibberish too, sounded like a bunch of threats to me." "What? How can you see me?" "No, you can't stand in the way of love." "It was speaking in Romanian." "How would I know? I don't speak Romanian." "All right, whatever. We've got a more pressing matter at hand. Take a look at this." It's a picture of the angel's bow. "What about it?" "This morning, when we went back to the storage, we couldn't find it. Instead, we found this in its place." "Agent?" Agent Donovan reached under the desk to fetch a box. He opened it and took out an adorned sniper rifle with curious engravings. "I've never seen this model before. What's with the bow and heart and the roses? Looks tacky as all hell." "Hold on a second. You mean to say the bow turned into this?" "Yes, we believe so, Mr. Todd." "How is your aim with sniper rifles?" "Well, it's all right. I've fired a few guns, but I'm more of an assault rifle type of guy myself." Agent Donovan and Site Director McInnes stared at Ezekiel as he talked, as if studying him. "Wait, you're not trying to—" "Yes. Have to say, those wings look really cute on you." After the meeting, Ezekiel was sent to Site 43's shooting range and was ordered to practice using 6069-B. One day during practice, Agent Donovan walked into the range with a file and summoned Ezekiel. "It's time. Hope you've trained well." "Where are we going?" "Canada. That's where your service is desperately needed. Come now, emissary of love. The world needs you." Ezekiel and Agent Donovan were deployed to the city of Windsor. They set up in a vacant unit to stake out a restaurant across the street where Ezekiel sensed that a potential romance was blossoming. "Man, look at this place. Lots of couples, huh? But they don't look particularly happy. Remind me again, why am I doing this? Ever since you turned Cupid's angel into Swiss cheese, a CK scenario occurred, and it's worldwide. Divorce rates have risen to dangerous levels in all continents, especially North America. We initially believed that was the only change, but I've just now received additional reports of a fall in the number of marriages, a rise in violent crimes like matricides, and lots of dramas about teenagers breaking up. How do you know that? Social media. Kids these days share everything. And Todd, I've been meaning to ask, how'd you know? Know what? You know, the whole mental GPS thing? I mean, I can sort of see how the wings and gun work, but tracking romance? Now that's some psychic stuff. It's nothing special, really. It just comes to me. Feels like a constant reminder more than anything else. It becomes clearer the closer I get. Also, you won't believe how much my love sense was tingling every time I turned a corner in the Foundation. And it's kinda annoying, considering that I got rejected by Janet recently. Give it time, I'm sure you'll find the right person. And speaking of which, it's getting stronger now. There it is. The woman right there, the one in the blue shirt and the guy in red. I can see the glow emanating from them. Do you have the shot? Yeah, I have a clear line of sight. Ezekiel Todd inserted the magazine and pulled the bolt. He had the couple lined up in his scope. They were leaning in for a kiss. He inhaled deeply as he prepared to squeeze on the trigger. Then he stopped. Wait, so all I have to do is to shoot them right in the chest with this high-caliber rifle and then they fall in love? Yep, just like in the cartoons, I think. You're not really inspiring confidence here. I mean, you saw it yourself. The angel was about to shoot the arrow at Nicholas and Helen, who were smitten with each other. If you hadn't shot the angel to bits, it would have done its job and the two of them would be an item. Hell, they don't even talk to each other now. Also, isn't that why your instrument is a sniper rifle? I don't know. Maybe I could use this to stop like love crime or something, like shooting cheating spouses. We've got real guns for that. Whatever, hurry up and take the shot already. Look, they were about to kiss, but now they seem to be at odds with each other. Okay. Deep breath. Okay, I got this. Ezekiel pulled the trigger, and as the bullet made contact with the couple, they fell to the floor. A pool of blood began to spread under their bodies. Ezekiel and Agent Donovan were unsure if the civilians in the vicinity had heard the gunshot, but they were visibly panicking. Oh crap, oh my god, did I? Holy, you said this would work. I never said it would definitely work. I said that's how it's supposed to work. Now what? I don't know, man. You're the Cupid. Wait, look. Although they were heavily injured, the couple struggled to crawl towards each other and began to kiss affectionately, despite the pained expressions on their faces. The crowd watched in shock and confusion. Does that still count? As they left the apartment, Agent Donovan was tackled and arrested by several policemen. Take the car. I'll meet you back at the hotel soon. Damn it, let go of me. Who the hell is he talking to? The couple, later identified as Brian Cover and Alyssa Green, were brought to a nearby hospital where they fully recovered. After being discharged, Cover's status on his social media account changed from being single to in a relationship. After the successful deployment, the duo was immediately deployed onto the next mission. Yep, he's wearing it right now. I'm sure it won't happen again this time. All right, cool. Talk to you soon. That was McInnes. He wants to make sure the targets won't get hurt again. What's wrong? You look a little sad. Is everything okay? Don, I'm wearing a diaper. Actually, I think they're called plastic pants. I think it suits you. Goes really well with your wings. Why are you doing this to me? Our experts back at the base figured that the reason the couple got hurt was because you didn't look the part. What kind of angel wears tactical get-ups? Didn't the guy I accidentally wasted have at least a dress or something that covers his body? Why don't I have that? You see, you need to look like the Cupid's angel that most people have in mind. His wings, cute, which you are with the wings, and wears a diaper. Sorry, plastic pants. Whatever. Let's just get this over with. I want to go back and get into some actual clothes. Look, there they are, the couple on the bench. I'm gonna go shoot them. I'm sure you could have said it more diplomatically, but yes, go do your thing. Ezekiel got out of the van and took aim. Even though he knew that the people couldn't observe him, he felt naked in his new uniform. He pulled the trigger and the bullet pierced the woman's chest, leaving a pink hole before dissipating. This time, nobody noticed the interaction. He loaded in another bullet and took aim at the man sitting beside the woman. All right, One more shot and I'm done here. As Ezekiel fired the shot, a pigeon flew in the path of the bullet and was struck instead. The woman spotted the pigeon and extended a finger. The pigeon then landed on the finger, and the woman began to kiss the pigeon all over its body. What the freaking… Oh, I thought you were a crack shot. What the hell happened? A damn pigeon decided to just fly into my shot. Oh God, would you look at that? Can't we salvage it? Not a chance. The spark is dead. Shooting again won't make a difference. Ugh, she just kissed the bird right in front of him. Poor guy. The woman and the pigeon left the park together, leaving the man burying his face in his hands, crying loudly. Is this why Janet rejected me? Did that angel miss a shot on her? Well, last I checked, she got herself a cat, right after you told me about the rejection. Dude, don't even go there. The woman was later memory wiped, and not only did she forget about the pigeon, she also forgot about the man whom she went on a date with. Ezekiel and Agent Donovan are still battling the CK scenario.